What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to do deck tech on the Azir deck. This is not mine. This is one that got second place at the regional in China in Nanjing. It was with Azir, which is super hype. For those that don't know, Azir's legend that says he's calm and order. He says your sand soldiers have weapon master, which allows them to be equipped to equipment right away. You can tap him and pay one energy to play a Sand Soldier to your base. You can only do it though if you've played equipment this turn. So with this deck, we're gonna want to be playing a lot of equipments early. Ideally, one drops, so you can play. So you can go one drop, uh, like Doran Shield, um, Eye of the Herald, and then also activate your ability. So you have like essentially six um 2-drop units if you include the equipment, because it does make a Sand Soldier, and when they equips, it's usually bigger than a 2-drop unit normally would be. Usually 3 power, unless with Eye, then it's still 2 power, but it makes a recruit when it attacks, so still 3 might at that battlefield. On top of that, though, um it's not just 6 equipments. We're also playing Desert's Call, which is 2-cost energy that makes a Sand Soldier. So you can play it on the play. So basically, it gives access to 8 2-drops that you can play on turn 1. And of course, later you can make 2. And if we go to on the draw, we start getting more gear. At that point, we just have a bunch of them. We have Brutalizer, Guardian Angel, Sacred Cheers. So pretty aggressive as far as units go, but as strange as it sounds, this deck is like, while it can be aggressive, it functions more like a control deck, right? Um, you are just playing a bunch of units, with or Sand Soldiers. You actually don't have any units main deck outside of Azir. Azir isn't your main deck; it's like your legend, right? Everything else is like it either makes units with like Sand Soldiers, um, or it's an equipment or pump spell or something, right? Uh, and Azir's signature spell is one of the strongest. It's called a Rise. So Rise is 6 energy, a signature spell, and 1 power, and it says play a 2 might Sand Soldier unit token for each equipment you control, and then ready 2 of them. So usually you're making like 4 or 5 of these units, and then you ready 2 of them. And ready's even better than accelerate here. It's at worst it's accelerate 2 units. At best, you get to like untap units that you are battlefield and do whatever you want with them, right? Like untapping and then doing whatever you want is very powerful here, as well as making a bunch of bodies. I feel like a Rise is the reason to play Azir. He just does so much with so much power on the board, and just allows you to take over. And it's really nice too that the Sand Soldiers have Weapon Master. That Speaking of our 1 unit, it is Azir Sovereign. Azir Sovereign is a 4-cost, no power, but you can accelerate him for 5 and pay 1 power. It says when he attacks, you can move any number of your tokens to this battlefield. Essentially, when he attacks, you can drag any number of Sand Soldiers with him to battlefield. Pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet, actually. Helps you clear any battlefield pretty quickly. It's also like an emergency. Oh crap! But I need to like get in there and like clear this battlefield, and maybe you want to like you move all your Sand Soldiers to one battlefield, get 7. Then you can Azir the other one, and in the game as well. Has a lot of applications, and I think it's definitely the right one to play for this list. Outside that, like we do have some combat tricks and discipline, which is pretty staple in calm even after set 2. A new one that's from Spirit Forge is called Death Grip, which is pretty cool. It's a reaction. It says kill a friendly unit to give its might to another friendly unit this turn, and you draw a card. So it's a nice combat trick that like allows you to pump something that's being targeted by a removal spell, even to pump something else. Like if you go in like with 2 Sand Soldiers or 3, to try to kill one unit, and they have like a fight or flight, or if they have like a rebuke or whatever, you can sack one of them to essentially just draw a card and pump the other one and still win combat and be up on card advantage as well. Just super cool. In this list, I like that a lot. It also works. It also works well too. Like if you have if the unit you're sacrificing is one Sacred Shears, you would draw 2 cards, right? You draw one off the Death Grip and one off Sacred Shears. Speaking of removal, or going to removal, we have Hidden Blades. Hidden Blades also nice here too because Hidden Blades is a card that obviously can kill big units that you can't kill. Like they have like something big that you can't really deal with because our guys are small, or maybe you don't have like a BF sword. You can kill it, but also again you are playing a bunch of small units, so killing your own thing is fine because it draws you 2. Like it's not a huge loss, right? Because you should have a bunch of soldiers happening as well. So it's like a card draw spell or remove spell, but it's either or. I definitely like Hidden Blade in this list. It's a definitely a sweet one. Outside of that, we have the decks playing some other removal is in Charm and Defies and playing one not so fast, which I find interesting. Usually it's like 2 not so fast, and usually it's more not so fast and less Defies. But in this list we have more Defies and only 1 not so fast. So they decided that that's more important, which we'll see. We'll test it out and see how it does. But so I like a list like this too because one Stand Soldier can pick up equipment, clear a battlefield, and then like when your equipment is laying around, other stand soldiers can pick it up. And when you have this many equipment, your stand soldier can easily be like an 8/8 or a 6/6 or a 5 or or bigger, depending how many you lay around have laying around. The one thing I'm worried about though is like the Thermal Beam seems very good against this deck, so that is worrisome. The Thermal Beam's already pretty in this format. So just have to be careful with that. Keep that in mind if you play against a Fury deck. Sideboard is pretty standard. We have some salvages for other gear removal, other equipments, more Call the Weeks. If opponents are playing like big units, you have Wind Wall, more counterspells and Defy and Wind Wall, and you have Facebreaker as well. While I do like Wind Wall, I'm surprised. I feel like these calm decks never play Mystic Reversal. I think playing one would be cool. And I know it costs triple green, but like countering a rebuke or something like that is still not bad. And then if you ever able to hit anything bigger than rebuke, then you're like kind of like golden, But yeah, I'm excited to play this deck. It's like it kind of looks like Victor, but more aggressive, still controlling. So looks cool. That looks cool. Definitely one I am excited to try out. So, and again, if you're watching that from the past, I'll put the first video here. If you're watching now, currently, the video just came out, this gameplay video will go up on Wednesday. So make sure to check that out. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch y'all for the gameplay video. Peace.